So I'm on my way to meet my husband, and we last saw each other in 2019. Yeah, there have been a lot of force majeure in this situation that we've been through, and I hope so much that this time everything will work. I'm having a night flight from St. Petersburg to Istanbul, and then from Istanbul to Belgrade, Serbia. And there Brian will join me in a couple of days, and then we'll move to another place, but we will tell about it later. There have been a couple of upsetting comments here on the channel, like people building hypotheses about our family, about our marriage, why I didn't leave the country right away after February 24th, and why it was taking me so long. But here's what I have to say to all skeptics. We had to arrange a lot of documents, and I still think that I haven't considered everything. I also had to figure out the succession situation with my parents' apartment, and also some other stuff that were left after my father's death. And according to Russian law, I could get all the documents only 6 months after the decease. So I've been figuring that out. I also got a European tourist visa, which takes a lot of time, money, and mental strength right now, because having a Russian passport makes it pretty difficult to travel to any countries that require visas. We are not going to Europe right away, but I just needed to get this visa while I'm still in Russia, because it's almost impossible right now to get a European or other type of visa for Russian being abroad without a residency. So this is a whole new level of bureaucracy that I don't want to talk about right now. But we've managed to sort everything out. We've encountered a lot of unexpected life situations that required very urgent decisions, and we had to change our ticket dates several times, and each time we had to pay more because the airline that I'm flying with is taking advantage of the crisis, like they all do. Let's be honest. I'm having this flight, and I keep fingers crossed that everything will work. And you have no idea how many people have asked me and have asked Brian why I'm not yet in the US. Well, I think we will discuss this situation when we are together. We'll tell a story about our path in this direction and why it's not working and what are the problems. Anyway, I'm not blaming the world in all the misfortunes in our way, because after all, they've made us much stronger and resilient as a couple and as individuals as well, and I'm thankful for that. So I'm rambling a lot, and I need I almost packed everything. I've been cleaning the apartment, like my brother's apartment, and I will call the taxi soon to get to the airport. It will take a while to go through all the securities and figure everything out. So yeah, I hope to see you in Serbia. So I'm in Belgrade, and to cut the long story short, the trip was insane. First, my flight to Istanbul from St. Petersburg was delayed for 1.5 hours, thus leaving me less than an hour of transfer to Belgrade. And it's an Istanbul airport, the new one, which is well known for its crazy long transfer walk. While waiting for my flight, I've read a ton of forums and watched many YouTube videos where people described their Istanbul transfer hacks, and they were saying that 45 minutes, and this is the time that I had, won't be enough. But I didn't have any other way out, just I decided to give it a try anyway. So, and oh man, I ran so desperately that I thought I would get a stroke. And I made it to the gate, I guess in 20 minutes, and the boarding just started at that moment, so I actually had some more time left. But yeah, that was a completely crazy situation, and of course, like, I didn't film any of the thrilling moment, but because I just simply couldn't. But even the insane gate run wasn't the most challenging experience during that trip. I guess the conversation with the Russian official at the Petersburg airport was the worst. I was taken to a special room where he asked me questions, demanded that I showed everything that I had, counted all the cash. And yeah, I completely understand that it can be an absolutely normal thing, but I've never gone through anything like that when crossing a Russian border, and the overall feeling of process was kind of disgusting. But at least I wasn't asked to show my phone and just to show what I have in my laptop. And as far as I can see, a lot of Russians who are crossing the border right now are facing far more challenges than me. And it seems like for men it's much more complicated than for women, so I guess I just had a light version of leaving that country, my home country. All in all, I shook the situation off pretty quickly, but yeah, that official person was creepy, and I was feeling scared even though there was no direct threat. Afterwards, I analyzed my feelings, and I got to understand that, like many of my fellow Russians, I don't have any trust in my government. I don't feel protected, I don't feel respected. I always feel threatened. Yeah, and having that Istanbul sprint gave me my sense of freedom back in a way, a bit. And I had absolutely no problems crossing the border with Serbia. The passport control was just in a second, nobody asked me anything. And so I'm here at the Airbnb that Brian booked for us. Initially, he was expected to be here a day before my arrival, but because of the crazy situation at the airport in Amsterdam, through which he's flying, his tickets had to be changed, and so now he will be here in a day, hopefully. But of course, everything is possible right now, but keeping my fingers crossed that he will be here. Yeah, because it's been so long and so challenging. This Airbnb is pretty cozy and I'm feeling very safe here, but tomorrow I will have to move to another place that Brian booked again for us, and that's where we will meet finally. So, but I think I will give you a quick tour of this place if you're interested. So this is the entrance door. It's pretty old with an old lock, but it's very convenient. And as I said, I feel safe here. Umbrellas, my bags. Yeah, and the floor is super squeaky, so I apologize for that. This is the kitchen area. There is everything that one needs here, and even more than I'm used to. For example, there is a dishwasher, but I've never used it, and I don't use it because these are just all dishes that I needed for that day that I spent here. Yeah, the ceilings are really tall, and it gives a feeling of spaciousness. I don't know whether I'm enjoying it or not, but yeah. Oh, some glasses. This is the bar area. Some tall chairs. Yeah, and here we have the living space. Yeah, super squeaky. With a sofa, I guess it unfolds and creates another sleeping space. Yeah, some plastic plants that I'm not a huge fan of, but a lot of Airbnbs have them. And the ceiling lamp looks pretty baroque, I would say. There is a drying rack, everything for ironing, but I never iron my clothes. Oh, super squeaky. Because I don't like the process. Yeah, here where I work. Yeah, this is a chocolate that I got at the airport. I still haven't finished it. Some artwork. Yeah, I guess it used the mixed media because I can see like little beads in here. Interesting. And I have my suitcase that of course I didn't even pack, and this is the sleeping area. Yeah, oh, my tripod that I used for filming the first part. Yeah, the bed is very comfortable, and I had a really good night sleep there. There is an AC, but I'm not using it at the moment. I just want some alive living air inside. There are some notes that I guess previous guests left. Yeah, even some money. There are Turkish money and even Russian money and some yens, I guess. Or yuans. Yeah, yuans. Yeah. Maybe I will leave some of the rubles that I have. And the view is to another building. And there's Belgrade is a very green city. Yeah, this is it. Oh, the bathroom. I haven't showed you the bathroom. Let's go there. Oh, there is also a huge TV. I even watched it. I haven't watched the TV in years, and yesterday I watched National Geographic channel just to calm down my nerves. This is the bathroom. Yeah, there is my stuff here. Yeah, there's everything that you need, although it has these this water splash protection that I don't really understand, so it's just one half of it. Oh yeah, the mirror. The water heater, and also a heater that I guess it's used during winter time just to heat the bathroom, not to take a shower in insanely cold conditions. So I guess this is it. everything that I'm enjoying here while staying. All Russians who are living in the country right now are in different life situations. Some of them travel with their families and join Russian communities abroad. Some of them are single and free, and they have more options because they have a lot of savings, or they have a profession that is in high demand abroad. Brian and I are none, have none, and we are from two opposing countries that once were at Cold War, and now, well, you know what's going on now. Yeah, and honestly, I didn't expect that leaving my home country would be so challenging as it turned out to be for me from a psychological standpoint. I'm no longer in my 20s, I'm approaching my 40s, and I no longer feel that insane rage of exploration and believing that home is where I am. I'm no longer like that, or I've never been. I don't know. Even the hardcore loners need someone or something to provide that feeling of home, be it a place, a person, or an animal companion. And of course, I do realize that Brian will be here very soon, but this time right now seems like an eternity for me. Yes, I feel much more freedom, but at the same time, out of place. I feel like a flower torn out of its ground or cut forever, separated from its roots. And of course, I do understand that I have my roots, many of them, and they will never go away. But this is how I feel at the moment. And I even envy some of the younger Russians that I follow here on YouTube, or like I read their blogs, because they have different feelings that I do. But maybe it's just the feeling of transience that got me again. It is what it is, and I have to hold on. We all have to hold on and to go on. Okay, so now let's go for a short walk in the neighborhood. Honestly, I'm feeling very self-conscious and stressed being here alone, and thus filming during my walk will help me feel more comfortable, as if you all are walking with me. So this is the apartment building that I'm living at, that very entrance. Yeah, here it is. It's very beautiful and situated in the city center. So let's go and see. There are a lot of small cafes and restaurants in here. Although it's pretty hot today compared to my St. Petersburg time, it's pretty cool here because of the shade, and the greenery is so lush. Yeah, here they use both Latin letters and Cyrillic, and I cannot quite understand in which situations. But it's the language all in all is pretty understandable for me as a Russian speaker. Although of course I have difficulties in expressing myself, and I'm trying to use English wherever possible, honestly. This is a filming crew. They're filming something, as I can judge seeing all the equipment that they have. I wonder what they're filming. I'm getting back to the apartment now, as I was not prepared to the heat. My body hasn't adjusted yet, but it was a very enjoyable walk in the sun and amidst all the trees and ponds. I hope you enjoyed it as well. And these are the post boxes. I think they're beautiful. This is it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end, my friends. And hopefully the next one will bring even better news about our final reunion. And your support helps us so much, you cannot even imagine. So, and for now, be safe and keep your heart open. And I'm sending you love. Пока-пока.